Yeah, I was reading this morning, Paduna, who was speaking during his preface, he used to translate Sanskrit for Prabhupada. He was saying, because he would read Harinam Chintamani, which is one of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's books. And he did that because often he would have to lecture on the 10 offences against the holy name. Sometimes during initiations, Prabhupada would ask him to lecture. And then eventually Prabhupada asked him, "Are you still reading Harinam Chintamani?" He said, "Not stop wasting your time," but he said, with Bhaktivinoda Thakur there's a few main books, Jaiva Dharma, Chaitanya Shikshamrita, and Dasamura Tattva, which is connected to Chaitanya Shikshamrita. So, could you say more on that? Because you said he read 108 books. It seemed like Prabhupada kind of emphasized that if you read Jaiva Dharma, Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Dasamura Tattva, this is like this is very good book, very great book about Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and here we have some Srila Prabhupada's kind of comments on Bhaktivinoda Thakur and letters, etc., and where he instructs, not instructs, but he said that So what's the question, like what other books?
Right, did Prabhupada say that certain books are more important than other books within regards to Bhaktivinoda Thakur's teaching?
What was the context, like, regarding the holy name, regarding what?
Yeah, but Prabhupada is emphasizing, it seemed Prabhupada says that Prabhupada was putting more emphasis on these two particular books, Jaiva Dharma, Chaitanya Shikshamrita, as opposed to other Bhaktivinoda Thakur's books. So I'm just wondering, why that is, or if there's any other references, or what states this.
Well, basically, this three works. They are they're the basis of his philosophy. And they're very very big and very informative, and because some of his books are very small, songs, etc. And I don't know why. I mean, for example, the Sharanagati also is very interesting, very devotional, book. And I don't know how I feel about. So maybe we should look, at the context, etc. Why he said that. Because he wrote about 100 books, maybe more than 100 books. And he predicted his comment. one of the signs of a great devotee is that, and he says that Bhaktivinoda Thakur himself, he says that these great souls were not mere luminaries like comets appearing in the firmament for a while and disappearing as soon as their mission was done. They're like so many suns shining all along to give light and heat to the succeeding generations. So, for example, one of his friends was, not friends, but he was Ramakrishna, and he established mission, Ramakrishna mission, and where is it now? No one knows basically. Well, there is some, something, but ISKCON basically the point is, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he predicted, Srila Prabhupada's appearance day. He made many predictions. He said, he mentioned ISKCON basically. He said that one day, people from England, from Russia, from America, they will chant Krishna's name in Mayapur all together, and with flags, etc. And it came it happened,
some time ago, 10, 20, when first time to go, when the Pope disciples when they came to Michael, there was a huge high festival anyway. So he made many predictions about many things. Yeah, so.
Are you finished with answering that question? I had a question, because you stated that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was 2, he wrote his first poem. It's interesting, I like read poems. When he wrote his first poem,
Yeah.
you were saying that he was interested in Krishna. Was he interested specifically in Krishna or just God? Because
When
he was like, when you said when he was growing up, you mentioned that he was...
Yeah, he was specifically interested in Mahabharata and Ramayana, Hanuman. I mean, when he was very, when he was very young, but then later he was, he was very interested in Krishna, Krishna, and then Krishna, he became his life and soul. And so the first poem was called Ula Chandi Mahatmya. It's about the glories of the Ula Chandi deity of Vrindavan. So Ula Chandi I think it's called who's Ula Chandi? I think it's Durga or something. It's the name of Durga. It was about Huh? Yeah, the poem, yeah, when
Is that Chandi?
yeah, about Chandi.
Have you got the poem?
No. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I've learned by heart. No, so yeah.
You know it by heart?
Yeah, true. So yeah, any other questions for you?
Yeah. So it was Krishna when he was young. He was focused on Krishna.
Yeah, gradually, yeah. Then later, when he was like 20 something, he wrote that, I went for Krishna day and night. Or Krishna, he says Krishna, but I went for Krishna for day and night when he was 25, something like that. So gradually, as I said, it's like lotus flower, it grows, blossoms, gradually.
He went through a stage of following different. I heard I went through a stage of following different different religions.
I heard he was more attracted to Christianity because
First, yeah.
salvationism at that time was,
Yeah.
it was a mess.
Yeah, and people they it was like a shame, people they changed their names so other people would not be able to see and to know that they're Vaishnavas, like because it was a shame to Hare Krishna. Now I mean it's glorious, when you go it's glorious and people call, but smile. But in those days it's really a shame to be Vaishnava. But he but he put the glory of this movement, back in the proper place. We returned to this movement, its real glory. And then it became very, glorious to be Vaishnava, go to Vaishnava. It's very interesting, but what I mean is that, it's not easy to understand, but it's possible to understand, Krishna's. Like sometimes, some people say Krishna is like just a historical person, They don't accept Krishna, he's the Supreme Lord. It's all up to spiritual realization, and he gave a great example of being a pure Vaishnava, and how we should how we should focus our life on self-realization, etc., etc. And but you should read. I mean, if you want to understand him, he's like well, you should read his books, etc.